Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we're battling here for week number 2 of WPL season number 8, up against Jay and his Long Beach Lombre. We both won our first games. I won last week, and he also won his first game. So this is technically a matchup of undefeated coaches, even though I know it's only week 2 right here. But we've actually battled Jay a few times in the past. We've always won. I believe we battled him once in season number 7, twice in season 5, and once in season 3, maybe in season 4 too, so probably 4 to 5 times, and we've managed to come out on top every time, so ideally we can go ahead and keep that up right here. But looking at this matchup, let's go ahead and get right into the team preview. We have my Kieran Black, which is a Choice Guard variant, really good check to the Mega Pincer right here. Basically after a Swords Dance we can take a quick attack and just knock that out with Ice Beam or Fusion Bolt. It's also able to go ahead and check a Scarf Moxie Crocodile, which could definitely be a threat, as well as outspeed the Togekiss. I didn't really want to get Air Slash Flinch down this game, and Kieran Black can definitely go ahead and take care of Scarf Togekiss if that is what he decided to bring right here. Mega Deontay is a Rock Polish set with 3 attacks, being Moonblast, Diamond Storm, and Earth Power. Really good coverage against his team. I figured that Diamond Storm could be good because it actually does more damage to AV Goodra than Moonblast, and I really don't want to take any sort of Steel type attack from that thing, so if I can wear that down into range of Mega Deontay looks like a very good win condition right here. We have a Fortress right here, which is just a Fizz-Def set designed to go ahead and help out against the Mega Pinsir and the Crocodile. Not really much else to say about it. It is my rocker on this team, obviously. I do not have another one. I do not have rocks in my Mega Deontay right here. We have Choice Scarf Diggersby. I'm actually running double Scarf right here because I noticed that he did not have a single normal resist on his entire roster, so Choice Scarf Diggersby right here is very good against this team right here. I can just go ahead and return everything. Assault Vest Virizion is mainly meant to help out against the Manaphy. Tailglow Manaphy was a very big threat, and I figured that AV Virizion could take care of that no problem. Even after a Tailglow, plus 3 Ice Beam is only doing like 60%, and I do 2-hit KO it with Leaf Blade, so that's definitely going to be very good. And then finally, we actually have a Fizz-Def Entei with enough speed to outspeed Victini after a V-Create and knock it out with Stone Edge. I figured that this was my only fire resist on my roster, so I would go ahead and bring this right here for that. And basically, if they're banded V-Create, I take like 30%, and then I can go ahead and Stone Edge and knock that thing out. So Entei right here is basically my best Victini response, and ideally that can go ahead and work out for us because Scarf Victini with the V-Create could definitely do a lot of work right here. So let's go ahead and get right into the game. I decided that Diggersby was a good lead right here, maybe expecting something like Togekiss or Manaphy lead to put on the pressure right away. Unfortunately, they lead Victini right here, and if they are Scarf V-Create, I do go down right away right here. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here and pull a switch out into my Entei, which is designed to take this on. As my opponent makes a really good play right here and goes for the U-turn into their Manaphy. Crit is pretty irrelevant right here, as I can go ahead and switch out into my Virizion. They make the safe play and go for Surf, which is fine. Assault Vest Virizion right here could have been pretty worn down if they Tail Glowed and went for Ice Beam, but they would basically be exchanging Manaphy for that in this process right here, so I figured Virizion made a lot of sense. Here I can just go ahead and click Close Combat. I figured that there was no point in letting Goodra get Sap Sipper, that would be kind of pointless, and there was no way he would ever leave in Manaphy right there, so based on that damage I know it's a bulky set, so I can go ahead and 2-hit KO it right here with Close Combat, and we're still healthy for that Manaphy, which is very good. Victini comes back in. Obviously, I'm switching out right here into my Entei on the V-Create, which I'm able to take pretty easily. They take drops right here, and I do know that it's Choice Guard Victini now based on that damage. I decided to go right here for the safe Stone Edge in case they valued damage on Entei more than their Victini, but this turn I'm going to go out here into my Fortress on the knockoff. They knock off my Custap Barrier right here. A little bit unfortunate now. Had they gone for Fire Fang right there, I actually would have lived it and been able to get my rocks up anyway. So that could have been very good. They go for Superpower because Earthquake is not going to knock me out anyway. I get to Gyro Ball this, which surprisingly doesn't do too much, considering they had a defense drop. I was a little bit surprised when I saw that, but at this point in the match, I can just go Diggersby and U-turn. I know that they're not Scarf because they switched up moves, so that's very good. And Kieran Black is just going to put in a lot of work right here. The reason I went Kieran Black on this turn was because I knew I could take one Scarf V-Create from the Victini no matter what, and just go ahead and 2-hit KO that with Fusion Bolt or Earthquake in combination with Stealth Rock. Here they make a little bit of a misplay and go right for the Tail Glow. I am Choice Scarf, so I'll be able to go ahead and Fusion Bolt this thing as they go for Tail Glow, and basically they don't have a Fusion Bolt switching anymore, so Kieran Black's just going to go ahead and pick up this 2-hit KO right here, and the match is pretty much over at this point. I'm just playing for differential. Togekiss comes in. I decided to switch out into Diggersby, just mainly scouting for Thunder Wave. I figured that it could be a Choice Scarf set, but in case it was like Wakan Berry with Thunder Wave, I didn't want my better Mega Pinsir response right here getting Thunder Waved and then being put in range of potentially a close combat, anything like that. So I figured that just going Diggersby here is fine as they go right for the Dazzling Gleam. Not too big of a deal as I can go right here for the return. Obviously Adamant Scarf return is super strong, so it's going to knock that out. Mega Pincer comes in right here, even with its great defense right here, as you guys can see. Adamant Scarf return is just too strong, and it's able to go ahead and knock that out too. Victini has to lock into a certain move, and I'm basically just playing for differential. I decide to pivot out into Entei first, because I know it can live any one hit, as they decide to go right here for the Brick Break, which is totally fine. And even though I know I can live the next Brick Break, because that was a critical hit, I decided to go out here into my Deontay just to be safer and make sure that I get as much differential as possible. I can Mega Evolve right here, go right for the Diamond Storm. They crit another one, but Diamond Storm does hit, and even without that crit, I would have knocked it out right there. So we're able to go ahead and pick up a 5-0 win against Jay. I believe that's exactly what we did last season. I'm pretty sure I 5-0'd him last time too. It might have been in the same week too for season number 7, but either way, we are 2-0 right here going into the 3rd week of the season, which is definitely very exciting. Next week we battle Rudiger and his Cleveland Cavaliers, which should definitely be a very interesting game. I've already looked at that matchup too, and it's definitely doable, so I did hope you all enjoyed, and be sure to go ahead and check out my opponent down below in the description, and I'll see you next time. Later.